We should be live. Give me a second, trying to get everything ready here on my phone as well.
Dennis is in the chat.
Dennis, why Dennis on the chat? Welcome, guys, to another Monday here in Operation 11 Charlie. Hope you guys can hear me.
Yep.
Real quick, let me make sure that we have everything set up here. Awesome. Appreciate you guys another Monday here after Thanksgiving, man. I'm still like, I think maybe 10, 15 pounds again. And we're still eating turkey and whatever we did. I think turkey, pork, it's all kinds of stuff. That's a bless. It's a bless. Right
Yeah.
for that. Appreciate you guys. There's a bunch of people on the chat. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you here real quick. We got Maurice on the chat. Welcome in. We got the Rock Pirates family here. Some of our guys here in the chat as well. We appreciate you guys very much. My goodness, so much to talk about. Special guest, we got Eustace from MIP. Welcome, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff here, guys. So I know, let me see here real quick. James, how was your weekend, man? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Smoked a turkey.
Nice.
Ended up going out crawling on Saturday night, so that was nice. But awesome weekend with the family and nice 4-day. Can't complain about 4 days. So
Always good, man. How about you, Joe?
It was pretty good. Went to Columbus with my wife's family for Thanksgiving. Had a good time hanging out with them, and
Awesome.
went yesterday. We went to a new, different place we haven't normally crawled in Coshocton. Did a comp, nice little indoor place. So
Nice.
room for another place to add to the arsenal of potential indoors for this winter. Give us something to do.
Yes. Yes, you guys got snow a couple of weeks ago, right? It was already gone, but you got some snow already, right? Ish. Or was Dennis, the old man?
Yeah, he got some of that northern spritz up there.
Yeah. That's man.
He's a
How
little
about
more
you?
susceptible to the lake effect than we are.
Yeah, you're right. Closer to that lake. Yeah, it's true. Um, Rock Pirate says he's saying hi, just Eustace MIP. Uh Josh, how was your weekend, brother?
Good. Had to work some on Thanksgiving, which always sucks, but after I got home, had dinner with family and stuff, and like Joe said, we went to a new comp spot and uh I beat Jericho finally.
Jericho used to, that's his son. Jericho's what, 15 now
16.
or
16.
16?
All
And
right.
he goes to those comps. He's like with his cell phone doing chatting, doing those stuff, and just comping at the same time, you know,
Yeah.
And winning.
and winning.
Yeah.
These kids, man, these kids. Chunky, welcome, bro. Appreciate you. Pablo, welcome in, brother. Always good to see you guys. Real quick here. I know you guys saw yesterday we pinned it. Oh, I got some coffee that came in. Anybody wants coffee? I need my coffee. Dirk, welcome in, brother. Appreciate you. Chunky Custom, welcome in, brother. Appreciate you. Um, what was it? Yesterday we were at the CowRC show.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were at the CowRC show. I appreciate for the guys to have. Oh, we got some little bit of coffee here. Hold on. It's very important, so we can continue doing this. I appreciate the guys. It's that time of the year they do a special raffle for our organization. They haven't released yet the stuff that they're gonna do, but they have showed the box it. there yesterday. Was it Limitless, right?
Yeah, the new Limitless, the 8S Limitless RTR.
Yes, man. So they're gonna be doing customizing like they did the last one, right? With the O11C stuff and whatnot. So just awesome to for KRC. We're very grateful doing this every year for our organization, so we can express it our gratitude enough. And thank you for having me and Sergeant Major out there talking a little bit about the organization, what we do here for our veterans and first responders. So it was awesome. I pinned to the top because it opened the raffle, right? I pinned it to the top, guys, for the KRC. You guys can check it out there. Let me show you real quick if you guys. Let me see here, so I could let me open this first. Bam. So when you guys go to, I know they show us when you guys go to the. I cannot see this one right here. Let me know you guys can see it. So when you guys go to the KRC, right, website, here's sample packs here on the left. Just click on it. You just scroll all the way to the bottom, and you see the chatter build donation, the donation build there. And then it will give you as $5 a spot, or then you get 6 spots for $25, and they got the 100 donation for 30 tickets. So you get 10 free tickets on that. So this is the one, guys, already started. So it's going to be an amazing build. Like Josh mentioned, it was the Arma 8S 120. It said 120 on the box, out of the box. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Eustace, right? Well, we had 8S 120 miles out of the box, brother. You know, I know Eustace been in the hobby for a long time. Would you have thought about doing this 120 miles per hour in RC? I know there's a lot more now. There's over 200 now miles per hour. These RCs are doing. It's just crazy, incredible.
Yeah. Well, now with the the LiPo and the brushless motors and all the systems, it's easier,
right?
to make that happen.
Yes, just awesome. Welcome, guys, and we have a bunch of guys here in the chat. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us here. So real quick, let me show something before we go. Anything else we need to mention, guys, before we start talking with Eustace?
I don't think so.
Okay. So let me show something again. Our special guest is Eustace from MIP. We're very grateful. It's one of our MIP is one of our sponsors that help tremendously what we do here in our organization. And going with that, I want to show before we start talking with Eustace how important the hobby is for us, and some of our sponsors always helping out within within the organization. So here is some of the pics here, guys. As you guys know, we work with the mental health department. They're a PTSD department in the VA hospital, right? Yeah, mental health. We got the PTSD program. We had the TBI program, traumatic brain injury program, the homeless program, and all these classes are very important, right? So in this one, we are building. It's been a minute. We have been maybe 5-6 months. We have been building this kit. It is a base camp kit, right? That we have been doing. Amazing classes. The guys they get the it's a very interactive class, and they love it. Our guys, our veterans, they're always the social workers supporting, and the doctors are always here with us helping our guys out. We got Sergeant Major here in the chat, always giving the class. He's always doing the class out of the comfort of his home. Right now he used to be in Maryland, now he's in Arizona. So we follow the lead with Sergeant Major giving this class as in the build, right? So some of the picks here, some of our veterans, usually we get between 10, 15, 16 veterans in this classroom. And that's not counting, we got family members behind me, the camera, right? Camera guy, we got the doctors, social workers, and whatnot. So Very important. This class are very important, and our guys love it. Again, a monthly class that we do at the VA hospital, other than the trailing and the crawling outings that we do with that. So saying that, Eustace, like always tell you, brother, every time I see you, thank you so much for being part of what we do, brother.
Well, I do appreciate the opportunity. You know, this is when you guys approached us a couple of years ago, I immediately jumped right in. Yeah, and I believe in everything that you're doing.
Thank you, my brother. Um, um, so Eustace, real quick, brother, if you could tell the people that real quick, brother.
It's cutting out. Say it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
So you could tell the people that a little bit about yourself here. The people that don't know.
Wow. My name is Eustace Moore. I'm the owner and founder of Moore's Audio Products, more known as MIP. I started the company in 1978, right out of high school, and we've basically been the same company since the beginning, where
Wow.
we design, develop, and manufacture our own line of products and tools for RC cars. The tool line came probably 15 years after the company was started. So we've been doing the tools for a good, roughly 30 years.
Wow.
And we've kept the same recipe, so to speak. You know, even though we've changed the design slightly this last couple of years, just kind of going with a totally new look and a new, but it's still the same feel, same materials, just a different look and just making things more uniform. And we make a line of drives and shock parts and just miscellaneous goodies over the years. I mean, I can't differentials. We've done so much over the years that I can't even recall everything. I mean, after all this time, especially we're going on our 48th year
Wow.
in January. So yeah,
I'm showing here some of those. I'm on the website here, Eustace, while you
yeah.
talk. So some of the stuff here that you have and here in the tools, so people know about this stuff, right? If
Yeah,
you're
the
in the
Gen 2
hobby,
line.
yeah. Right now we got the Gen 2 that came out, right? Recently, was it last year? Gen 2 or
Maybe it's probably been a little over a year,
over a
but
year,
we
right?
were still transitioning from the Gen 1, which we had for, a good 25 years or more, now to the Gen 2. So, yeah. And also we've expanded the line over the last 10 years, where now I think we're up to like 41 tools.
Yes,
And then we have
yes,
the
yes.
tool bag. So, we've just been growing what we do. We primarily focus on the RC market, and we listen and we work and we just devote ourselves to what the RC guys need. So what
I
you see
learned,
is what we do for them primarily.
and I know like us, let me post this, guys, on the website here on the chat. See here, Rack Parts family here says Eustace live from Frisco, California.
Yeah, that's my background. Not really there. We're located in Covina, California, so we're Southern California, not Northern. Almost ended up in Northern California, but that was a long time ago. So yeah.
Um, so
But
here's some. Go ahead,
I,
brother.
I enjoy what I do. My role in the company now is mainly just leadership and management, and just working with everyone, keeping all the departments going, and everybody's very independent, and just getting the work done and working with the customer base, mainly the wholesale and retail customer base, a little bit with the consumer base. Every once in a while, I get out and I do events. Like I have a couple of events coming up, one this weekend, and I believe one next weekend. So I'll be out for a day and just representing and promoting the product, and just hands on with the actual customers, and just keeping in touch to figure out what people need, what they want, to make sure we're doing it right.
And when you started back in the hobby, right? You used to race a lot too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. When I started at the beginning, when I started when I was like 11, so I was 71, and started racing and just getting involved with the sport. But I still race now, just not often. like I just came from an event in Vegas a couple of months ago,
Nice.
participated in that. I'll probably be at the track later this month so we can finish some testing on a new
Awesome.
product that we're working on. And there's an event coming up in January that's a vintage event that I may go to. I'm not sure yet. So I try to get out and race and just amongst the community as often as I can. But I still enjoy it. It's still fun. It's still difficult going fast.
I know it's awesome. I always like to listen to your stories and stuff. And to Rich, I know you know Rich for a long, long time,
Yeah.
Trujillo, right?
Yeah.
You guys used to race together. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't, God, it's probably been, that might be 30 years. I mean, it's been a long time,
yeah.
but it's been good, man. It's been a good business and a good industry, and it's like I said, we're just really heavily invested in what we do for
Yeah.
the for the hobbyists.
And the quality of the tools, man. I learned well, usually when I started on the hobby, I don't know, remember 4 or 5 years ago, whenever probably a year before we started O11C, right? I kind of learned the hard way, right?
Yeah.
Why I'm stripping all this?
Yeah.
I thought it was me. I'm new to the hobby, never been to the hobby, start stripping stuff out, trying to build kits. Because at the time, I only enjoyed to be here. I didn't like to go out, right?
Yeah.
Just enjoyed building stuff. Man, I'm stripping so much stuff. What's going on? Searching and learning some of our guys, bro. You gotta get MIP tools, man. You gotta get MIP tools.
Yeah.
And start switching little by little until I was able to get all the tools at the time and stop since, right? The stripping, uh, uh, all the screws and whatnot, man. So definitely a must. Waco's welcoming, brother. If we miss anybody that came in, thank you so much for hanging out with us here.
Thanks for the kind words.
We got
I appreciate it.
one of our veterans. He's been in a hobby for a long time too. He's a Coast Guard veteran. Eustace. He just texted. He said he started using let's say Eustace products back in the 80s.
Yep.
So when he has a Blackfoot and Clockbuster,
Okay.
it was at the time.
I have an
And-
MIP diff in my Blackfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he said
we have a few products that we've been doing for that one probably 10 years. We have some that we've been doing, a lot of them that we've been doing for decades.
Mhm.
And once we get the design right, get the materials figured out, and
Yes.
there's not, we make subtle changes in things over time, but only what's needed. Just really just focusing on doing our best, keeping the quality up. We run small batches on mostly everything that we produce, and we make everything in-house. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome, man. I really enjoy now that a couple of years ago you start spending, right? As you know, we do crawling and trailing. You start spending your events, right? Going out to crawler events.
Yeah.
And that's when we met you in first time a couple of 2 or 3 years, 4 years ago. Was it in the Axial Fest actually?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure. Axial Fest. Yeah.
There on the mountain. So that's often different type of event for you. Are you in the first year?
Yeah,
there,
it
right?
was really, it was all new. It was interesting because it's something that we had been involved in, but before it was more what people did more like at home. It really wasn't, when crawling first started, or when the trucks were, first were out there, guys were just like really just doing things on their own. It wasn't programs that were organized and events that were organized. And now it's, I mean, it's, they're professional guys now. I mean, it's a whole nother level. And there's plenty of companies, creating new designs, and just improving it all the time.
And now every event that you go now, it's nonstop for you, right? Always working and tinkering. It's nonstop. Since you're
Yeah.
over your booth, it's nonstop all day long.
Well, that's
The
what I
whole
love to
weekend.
do. I love being out there working and just talking and connecting with everybody and figuring out what to do and how to do it, and just making sure that we're doing a great job.
And And what we always appreciate you. I know you always take the time and help some of our veterans that need some help, and you always like helping out, tinkering their rigs or whatnot, anything that is needed, right? So we are very grateful for that, Eustace, as well, brother.
It's nice to have the opportunity. It's appreciated to be recognized and to even be asked to help somebody,
Yeah.
so it's kind of cool.
I know here, I've been posting guys the website. Man, I love the tool bag, the new tool bag that you guys came out last year or the beginning of this year, right?
The little one or the big one?
You got the big one and the little one. I like
Yeah.
both. Both of them
Yeah.
makes it. We have been waiting for that for a long time. I said we need that.
It literally it took us 10 years to finally do it, maybe longer to finally do a bag. We just couldn't find the right company. And once we found one, then we had to work with, the design concept that we wanted, and just it was a lot of work. It was worth it, but most of our projects take a long time. Yeah.
But it's worth it, right? It's worth it at the
Yeah.
end. I'm saying you
We
got a
want to
good
make sure we
product.
do things right.
Yeah.
We have a specific way that we want things done, or we're not going to do them. So we just want to make sure we're just doing our best and something we can be proud of, and something that people will really appreciate and hopefully have for a long time, and help them to make the hobby better for them also.
And excuse me, guys. I know you guys have tools from small scales all the way to the big scales right now, right? On your lines, right? Eustace.
Yeah, the minis are micro. It depends on people call them different things, but the minis and micros, yeah, we cover all the way from the 1/32, I guess, all the way up to the 1/6 scale. We don't have as much for the 1/6 scale. We still have a few larger size tools that we haven't developed and manufactured yet, but it's on the list. Again, it takes us a while to get to things because we just want to make sure that when we do something, we're able to do it right and that we're able to support it. So, I mean, right now we're fairly busy and, almost at full capacity with just what we're doing now. So next year we have a lot of things that we're taking off the list that we're not going to do anymore. Nothing that will affect you guys. Some of the drives that we're doing, we're going to stop doing those because we're going to do a new design that we've been working on for about a year and a half.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that's really it.
That's a lot of the stuff that's very popular for you guys, the dry shaft, the CVDs as well.
Yeah.
That you guys do as well there. So that's awesome, man. Good stuff here. Guys, feel free here in the chat on the panel. Any question that you guys may have for Eustace, feel free here. Christopher Trueblood, welcome in, my brother. Bill, welcome in. AC Rider. Joseph, welcome in, brother. We miss anybody. Thank you so much for stopping and hanging out with us here. We got Eustace from MIP here on the stuff here. So anything that you want to discuss, Eustace, some of the new stuff that you guys have, right? That you want people to know what is out there for you. And
I mean, mostly I just appreciate the opportunity to do what we do and the support that we have. There isn't anything I'm pushing or promoting right now other than we're here for you doing our thing, and we listen and we respond, and we really try to have the best customer service, and we care. This is all we do and what we do, and it's been doing it for a long time. The average employee person has been with the company on average 15 years. We have some people that have been there as long as almost 30. And we have a couple of new guys that just started maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So but it's a really good group, and we're really tight, and we just focus on what we do, just making sure we get it right.
Let me see here. I know you mentioned events that's coming up that you guys are gonna be part of. Any of this event that you can mention?
There's a monster truck event in Manistee, I believe, this coming weekend, and then Coffee and Crawlers is having something, I believe, in a couple of weeks. in Lucerne Value as Cigar Butts.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there before. I guess it's a new place for me at least, but I'm looking forward to that. We're only going to be out there for a day, which we usually are at least out there for one day for those events.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be out there promoting and selling and talking and listening and just connecting and doing what we do.
Here one of the question for you. One of our veterans, Rob Gunning, says, of all your products, what is your personal pride and joy design,
Oh,
Eustace?
God.
That's a good
That's like asking me
question.
what's my favorite child, which I do have one. No, that's I've done so many things over the years. Right now we're going backwards. Our back to the 410 project, which is the 4-drive conversion for the RC10. That was very exciting. 30 years ago when we did it. We're bringing it back now. So we're doing all new tooling. We're remanufacturing all the parts, but we're doing it with today's technology. And so it's a lot of fun, and it's got a lot of neat little components and parts of it, that we designed way back then that are still relevant, relevant now. The diff we did for the Tamiya, that's probably our best diff that we ever did. The tools, I remember when we did the turnbuckle tools. That's something that we thought would be really kind of a limited kind of a tool, and it turned out that guys were using them for all kinds of things. So there's just been the bypass system. There's been drive shafts and differentials, and no specific favorite.
Mm-hmm.
We just enjoy making something better and making something that people appreciate and that people want to use. Yeah.
That's a good one there. Yeah, the Rock Pirates family also. We were talking about Eustace about the events that also mentioned crawlers and coffee. I guess you got that on the list. Crawlers and
That's
coffee.
in a couple of weeks from now, I think.
Yeah, that is in December 12th to the 14th in Cougar Butte there, and close to Apple Valley there.
Yeah.
Cerner Valley there. Let me show
Well, I said
here.
Cigar Butts. I think I'm of a different place, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
this one right here.
Yeah.
This one right here.
No, I can't see it.
This one right here.
Yes.
December 12th to the 14th. There's this nice location. Make sure, you guys know better than me. Make sure to bring your jackets, your hoodies, because I remember last year some of our guys said it got cold there real quick.
No, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. So I got cold weather gear just for those kind of.
If I'm not mistaken, I know some of our guys here in the chat that were there last year, I think they got a little bit of snow or something.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
We don't want to call it, right? Hold on. We don't want to call it, right?
Yeah, well, they're going to have the hot coffee, so that'll help.
He said, yep. Awesome. There. Oh, good question. Josh, welcome, brother. Appreciate you. Cougar Butte, California, December 12th to 13 to the 14th. Our Rocks Parts family and let me see here. Question for from AC Rider for you, Eustace. Can you please design a 10mm socket that isn't what is it in person? Houdini impersonator asking for a friend.
I think he probably wants a T handle for
it. Yeah,
we've been talking about the 10 and all the way up to 17mm. We just haven't got to it. And with us, like I said, we want to make sure when we do get to something, we're going to be able to support it.
Yeah.
So we had really, with the new Gen 2 line, that kind of took a lot of time and resources to get that done. So now that's done, and it's the primary line that we have now. So we'll probably be expanding on that probably middle of next year. Hopefully we'll get to it sooner. But the 410 project, because we only do like maybe a couple of projects at a time. That project is what we're focused on right now. Hopefully to get it done before the end of the year.
They're asking here, I don't know about this one. Will you be coming out with a power driver for all your speeds bits ever?
Man, there's so many good, clutch driven, power screwdrivers on the market. from the little, there's a one that's really inexpensive, small and lightweight, which the micro guys like and mini guys like, all the way up to, some of the, major brands that, but I don't see, or I don't think there's a reason for us to do something like that other than having our name on it. And that's not the kind of company we are.
Yeah, yeah,
We don't do things just to do it. We'd have to be able to offer something better.
yeah.
Yeah. And right now with so many choices, I don't see where we can do something,
Yeah.
better than what's already out there.
I know, Joe, you just show one there. Which one is that one, Joe?
It's the Giorno
Okay.
Yeah, that
low
looks
power
that's
driver.
really lightweight. Yep.
Mhm. Not very strong, so you gotta give it the final
Yep.
final torque.
Which is perfect, Yeah, especially you can go from the 10 scale, down all the way down to even 8 scale, probably down to the micros, and you don't have to worry about stripping screws or stripping them into plastic at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know here's a lot of our guys, and not all of our guys. This is the go-to tools that you guys use. I see there, Joe, you're working in with them right now. What's your experience with those tools, Joe?
Don't leave them lay out.
Oh my God, bro, Eustace, bro, he lost in that event. What happened there, Joe? The big case full of tools,
No
man.
way.
Yes.
Was
Yep,
that at the
left it.
last event that we were at?
No, it was
No.
at the Gauntlet up in Michigan.
Okay. Wow. Man, that sucks.
We had went for a little cruise on the circle track and rear-ended Josh's BBX, so I had to grab a tool to put a dog bone back in, and then we got sidetracked and we left for the event and totally left him sitting on the railing.
Wow.
Somebody got lucky.
Well, yeah, somebody's very, very, very happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they weren't very old. I had just bought them in like June.
Yeah.
These
All
are
the
full
V,
V2 big
yeah,
bag stuff, right?
all the V2 stuff, and then all the bits or all the nut drivers and everything. Like it was all there.
Wow.
Plus other things that I had because I had everything in there for that I took with me on the trail. So it
Yeah.
was like pliers, sharp pliers,
Yeah.
wire strippers, cutters, you name it. Even a bundle of zip ties.
Oh, wow.
So somebody made out like a bandit.
Oh my God. I know it. They posted everywhere. They posted everywhere. And
Yeah.
nobody got. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
Somebody's
Yeah.
got it and they're enjoying it. So
Yeah.
one of these days I'll try to get that collection back.
Yeah, yeah. So welcome, Kurt. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you very much for coming in, hanging out with us. Here we got Eustace from MIP. Guys, I know I post here let me see here real quick. I post here the website as well, guys. Um, so you guys can check it out. Also we got post the Instagram and the Facebook as well. Links for MIP. Guys, real quick there. Let me see here. I wanted to show something here. I know here on the products. Better click here. What's going on here, my Josh? Could you take over real quick, brother?
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how to get everybody on the screen at the same time. I get
Might be
the
too.
wrong slide. Okay. That way. Oh, that was easy. I'm looking and pushing, and that's okay. I got it.
You
Yeah,
got
when
it
you're not
figured
used
out.
to when you're not used to doing it, it's new.
Yeah,
Yeah, not anymore. I'm an expert now.
you got it now. Figured
Yeah.
out camera options and
So Joe, get with Javier, like later tonight or this week, and make a list of the tools that you need, and we'll see if we can figure something out for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I
I just was
appreciate the
kind of,
support.
I was just kind of waiting, you know,
Yeah.
just it happens.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, that's yeah, I don't losing things is is never fun. It's very painful. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The old, I still got an old V1 set that's still
Yeah,
working
I see
here.
it's what you're
So
using now. Yeah. It'll be good for many, many years to come.
yeah, I'm about to replace the two. The two's starting to get a little tired on it, but
Yeah.
it happens
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're doing everything. All, 90% of everything you're doing is a two. So
Yeah. That's probably, I think, the one of the more popular. That the 1.5 are the two popular sizes, but definitely the two because it does all the different 10 scale vehicles. Yeah. Uh, cool.
yeah,
So
Um,
you guys have this meeting every week or once a month or
we try to have it every Monday, depending on schedule of
yeah,
stuff that's going on.
that's
Eustace,
cool.
we had a question before I hit buy. Is there a special on O5 tips? Gonna get the tip and driver bundle.
I'm not sure what they mean. Any
Just
advice?
wondered if there's a special on the tips, I guess.
Um, I think there if you probably later on during the holidays, there'll probably definitely be something going on. Just check the website. Yeah. I know we just did a Black Friday thing
Yeah.
and we're about to update the website hopefully just before Christmas, which will make it a little bit easier to navigate. But any things that the company that we're doing, factory's doing, is going to be probably I don't know, maybe like the week before Christmas or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Dwayne, welcome. If we didn't say it earlier. So I think Javi was going to show your website.
Yeah. MIPonline.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you see it? Oh,
yes.
move up. You got it.
There it is. Yep. That's it.
So this is all the new stuff you're talking about with your V2, the
Yeah.
speed tip bundle. When did you drop all this stuff?
Well, there's some things are available in bundles and some things are just like individual. So every once in a while, when we get enough tools, we may bundle them up because guys can use all those sizes together. Like we have the essentials kit. I think we have like two or three different variations of those, which has most of the tools you need. This is the smaller tool bag, so it has it with the speed handles and the bits that most people need for most of the things that they do. So for 10 scale at least.
And then you can add it if you want.
Yeah, then you can add tools and just get whatever you want that would be in addition to what's there.
Looks like you've sold out all your big kits.
Yeah, because we only do, like maybe a dozen or two. We do things in small batches when we put it because we put them together by hand and package them up. So I mean they're not like assembled, but as far as getting everything in the package and all packaged up ready to go.
Right.
And things like that are really only available online also. They're not available in stores. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to package that for stores, but it's easy to get it over to somebody if they need it.
Yeah, because someone might just want one and then they're pulling it out of the bundle you made for a full kit.
Yeah, and kind of get exactly what they're looking for.
So are these different pistons for which shops?
For 1/8 scale, we haven't
1/8 scale?
developed a line of bypass for the 110 scale vehicles. Well, we started with 110 scale about 15 or more years ago, and we developed the product. But we focus right now on the 1/8 scale. That's where it's more popular. The bigger size vehicles is where you can really feel the difference with the valves and the valving and the pistons. You don't really feel it as much with the 10 scale, but we have some new concepts that we think might work out well for crawlers and for 10 scales. We just haven't got to it yet. Yeah. I mean, some
Anything
companies
else?
just keep growing and building, but we're fairly conservative. We've been around for coming up on 48 years. We want to make sure we're still here and not overdo it.
Hobby, you all figured out?
Yes, yeah, thank you, appreciate it. It got all crazy here on my end. Apologize for that.
You're all right.
I know also, um, I wanted to show, that's what I was trying to do. Appreciate you, Josh, like always, brother. Um, on the crawler side, I know there's a section that he has, right? They have MIP. Let me show this real quick so you guys can see it, right? And when you go to the website here, you guys can see on right here, RC crawler drive shaft. I know a lot of our guys use all this stuff right here, right? And these ones are the different measurements, right? And some of this, most of this, it can be customized, right, Eustace? They
Yeah,
can be
you can buy whatever length you need for the vehicle that you're building, as long as you know what the end length is overall, because that's the way that they're represented by the sizing. And then there's a chart that you can click on one of the links there, and it takes you to a chart, so you can actually see in more detail the minimum and maximum length and all the different parts that are available.
You guys see
This
this
is
chart?
Yeah, this is our original CBD, our X Duty line with the CBD
Nice.
design that we did, like almost like 20 years ago.
Mhm.
So we're going to be selling through the balance of these that we have probably between now and the first quarter of next year. And then we're going to be offering a new design. And the new design literally looks like a real universal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with the 4-point fork design. So it's just miniaturized, or it's actually even smaller than this and just as strong and reliable as what we did with X Duty. So we've been developing that for the last, year and a half or more. So I think we'll be ready to hopefully wrap that up after the 410 project and get those on the market and over to guys. And those will be available on, miponline.com. A lot of the things that we're doing now, of course, everything that we do is always going to be available, on the website, but not everything that we do is going to be available in stores.
Oh, this is a very good chart that we could go by and utilize all that stuff. So that's
Yeah.
awesome for measurements,
Yeah. That whole page kind of helps people to figure out how to, figure out the size that they need and how to measure it up to make sure that you get the right length shaft to have the maximum and minimum, travel or length, this travel that you need, for the drive.
Especially those special builds, right? Special build now, customized build. So that's awesome to have all those different length and that chart that will help you, get the right measurements for that.
Yeah. And this one does most vehicles. It doesn't do all vehicles. The new design that we're doing will cover all the vehicles because it's smaller and it'll have range that's a little bit longer and a range that's a little bit shorter. So that way now we'll be able to cover all the more modern vehicles. But for Guy, we've been doing X Duty for so long, guys have been using them. So, we'll be supporting that line for a little bit longer, even when we're not offering the shafts anymore, the parts will be available.
Let me see here, trying to share this real quick, guys, to help our guys out here in the chat. Guys, so that's the page.
Running out of steam.
Feel free, Eustace, brother. If you need to go or whatever, just let us know, brother.
No, I'm good right now. I'm good.
Okay.
Let me see. Hopefully I can answer a few more questions for people and kind of catch them up on what's going on.
So definitely. So here's a question about the vintage buggy. So one of our guys here on the background talking about the vintage buggy racing side of things,
All right, so he might be referring to the 410 project, which is the four-wheel drive conversion for the RC10. We've been working on that for sure a whole year, and we're hoping to have it done toward the end of this month. At least start taking orders so that we can start shipping them first thing next year. And it's the conversion kit that we actually. The final version of it that we did in like in 89 or 80, 88 or 89. And we've redone it to today's standards with the equipment and the technologies that we have and materials, everything. So it looks identical to what we did way back when, just done with, modern equipment. Yeah.
And I see that he's saying that they're getting very popular again, right? Like it's
Yeah,
coming
I
back.
mean, the Associated did a four-wheel drive RC10, uh, but a lot of guys have been asking for the vintage, for the original version that we did, RC10. So at first we started the project, then we pulled it because they already did one, and we figured, well, it doesn't need to be two of them. But people want the original design and concept that we did, which is different. I mean, they're the same results, which is a four-wheel drive RC10, but they're done totally different as far as the way that it's executed. So we're really, really happy and really excited to, there's so many people who are interested in the original. So we're making it, and we're gonna release those as soon as we get them done.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I seen that. Like he's mentioned, one of our guys has mentioned how popular they're getting out right now. It's awesome to see all that stuff coming back, right? Getting
Yeah.
very popular, you know.
Yeah, different. It's a different kind of racing with the rear motor four-wheel drive than it is with the
Mhm.
mid-engine cars. It's still a lot of fun, but it's definitely it's different. But I enjoy it.
So this here, one of our veterans is saying, this is great to hear. I have my original RC10T that could really use some freshening up.
Well, we didn't do it for the T, but I think it's interesting because Associated just released a four-wheel drive RC10 truck, which I think they took the platform from their four-wheel and did it as from their buggy and converted it into a truck. So that's something that a lot of guys have been asking us about for years also, because we did the RC10, now we're going to do the RC10T. I think eventually we'll get to it, but right now we're just focused on the RC10. Once we get that done, make sure everything is exactly the way we want it and the way everybody needs it to be, then we'll have an open space to do something else with it for the T. Yeah.
I see that here. There's another question. Welcome, Squirrel. Moon over Miami. Welcome, Dwayne. Welcome in, and Kurt. If we miss anybody, thank you so much for joining us. Let me see. I'm assuming here this one is for the drive shaft. Will they work on the SCX10 3, right? I'm assuming it's the drive shaft. If that is the question, yes, right? Of course.
Yeah. The SCX line, or the axial line of vehicles, it's mainly if you look at the CBD design, the bell housing that's on one of the shafts that goes over the other one, the ball shape. It makes it so that it's 16 millimeters in diameter, and most of the other shafts are like 15 millimeter. So sometimes there's a clearance problem, and that's mainly for that one section of the shaft is just really bulky. So the new design that we're working on, it's all slimmed down and everything.
Nice.
But the ones that we have now do fit most of the axial cars. And once you put them on there, they're going to last the life of the car. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just going to just go and go and go.
I know some of our guys, especially in the California side of it, they do a lot of camping. Some
Yep.
of our veterans, and that's what those drive shafts they have on the rigs, and they're saying they just one time, that's all they need,
Yeah. And they're kind of neat because you can go from the rigs that are fairly light to the ones that are even 15 pounds, and they'll handle the load just fine because they're all steel construction. And again, we started the original design concept over 20 years ago, so we've had enough time to really perfect it and to get it near perfect. So now the next idea is just to get something that's a little more slimmed down. Uh-oh, did I lose you? It's frozen. It should come back.
No, we're still here.
Oh, there you are. Yep.
We just lost Hobby.
Yeah, okay.
Someone
Like
stole his
Hobby.
internet. It's probably Dennis.
Yep. Hobby
Okay,
just
good.
messaged no internet on his side.
Oh man.
He'll be back.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
There he is. Oh, Now you gotta unmute.
You're
Gotta
muted.
unmute.
You're muted, bud.
brother.
Appreciate you, Dennis. Dennis doing something behind the scenes because all the
Yep,
computer just
always
went
done it.
blank. Gee, sweet Dennis. My goodness. Appreciate you. Man, I couldn't hear nothing what Eustace mentioned on that.
Yeah.
So
It was really important too. You missed it all.
Yeah, I'm just yapping away.
One time only conversation.
right. Um guys, feel free. Any more questions here for Eustace? Feel free here in the chat on the panel. Guys, I don't know what's going on here on my side. It's acting up today.
Yeah, it's just the
Oh.
internet. It's hit and miss. It's okay.
From what I understand is always Dennis. We love Dennis. We love Dennis. I think here this. What was that, Joe?
I was about half sneezed.
Oh, so here, I think Swamper. I'm talking, probably talking about the buggies. When we were talking about the buggies, especially he says, especially for the 6-gear transmission. I'm assuming he's referring to when the
Yeah, the RC10 is the one that had the 6 gear. So the one that we're doing uses the stealth transmission.
Mm,
Because in the different iterations of what we did, it went from the MIP 3-gear transmission to one of the other 3-gear MIP transmissions, then finally to the stealth transmission that came standard with the car. That was probably in the late 80s when we did that design. So, and then the wide arms also. The original design had still had a 3-gear transmission, but that was additional because it would replace the 6-gear, and it had the narrower front end with the shorter arms. So we've gone with the long arm setup. So it's the latest version that we basically took to the World Championships back then. You know, we just didn't release it because the mid-engine 4-wheel drives were, really all the rage. We saw the writing on the wall. It's very difficult to compete when you have more moving parts and you have a rear motor with
yeah.
the other ones that have less moving parts, of course, as far as, rotational mass and in mid-engine. So, but now the vintage designs are coming back, and now with LiPo and the newer radios and electronics, we can be competitive, especially with the power. I mean, the power now is we could barely make 5 minutes back then. Now you can run 10 minutes with no problem.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And us here on the crawling side, those batteries they could last, but if you're comping or training, could have for at least an hour or so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some of these batteries that last a couple of hours, right? And that's just crazy, incredible how technology is, just incredible. Also here one of the definitely, brother. I know what you mentioned at the beginning that you still race from time to time, but he says, what vehicle are seeing you enjoy the most right now? Either planes, boats, still racing. What do you enjoy the most?
What I had the most fun with was the Pro 4s, and that is the 110 scale 4-wheel drive stadium trucks. Or short course trucks, 4-wheel drive, and they were just the most fun because they're just so ridiculously overpowered, and the tire combination, the tire package just is not the right tire package for that type of vehicle, but it makes it difficult to drive, but when you get it right, it's fun to get around the racetrack. And like I said, they're just so fast and so powerful. They're like bullies on the racetrack. And guys, it's very aggressive racing. Usually, it isn't the smooth, kind of like elbows in kind of racing. It's violent. So it's fun. It's fun, and it was always a challenge getting the vehicles where they were smooth and running well and had that silkiness to them. And that made it fun for me with the suspension design stuff that we were doing and the drive components that we were working with. So, but it's not as popular anymore because it's also way more expensive than most of the other 10 scale classes. So kind of kind of worked its way out. Guys still run a lot of two-wheel drive short course because it's much more, affordable than the four-wheel drive is, but and much more reliable. Yeah, but that was one of my favorites. This at least this last 10 years.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned the engineering that goes behind all this stuff,
Oh yeah.
tuning and whatnot, and all the stuff that MIP got into it. And when do you decide I could do this, right? This is some of the improvement that I can do to better those areas more. How's that happen? Your experience racing and whatnot, we need this, I need to do something.
It's the reason why the company is called, the name I came up with, Moore's Ideal Products. The ideas came from being at the racetrack amongst the racing community. What did people need? Besides what I wanted to do, what I felt we needed, does someone else need this too? Is this going to make a difference? And if it is going to make a difference, is that something that we can produce, and we can produce it for the right price and really give people what they want? So we do spend a lot of time developing and figuring things out. We just don't like decide on something and just make it. There's a whole process that we go through to, develop the concept, the idea, and then, work on it as well. While we're doing that, how are we going to produce this? Are we going to be able to produce it for a price that makes sense for what it is, where people are going to, be able to, to make it affordable, and to justify, a reason for having it. And sometimes, companies just don't get certain things right. And we figure if there's enough people that are interested and we can make it better, and that's hopefully reason enough to produce, to create something and produce it so that we can, solve the problem.
Welcome, Doc. Welcome. Appreciate you. Greg, welcome in. If we miss anybody, thank you so much for hanging out here with us. And this Monday, we have Eustace from MIP. Feel free, guys, you have any questions for Eustace, feel free to post them on the chat. Appreciate you guys very much on that, man. Let me see here. Is the 1540 slot tool bag the largest offered, Eustace?
Is that we make the one that's for 40, approximately 41 tools, our large bag. I think that's the part number. I don't know if that's the part number or not. I'm not good with the part numbers.
Yeah, I think that's
the large bag. That's the largest one we do. I think it's going to be the largest we're going to do for a while, because we have that one, then we have the mini one. Once we expand the tool line and we add another probably maybe as many as 15 more tools or whatever to our line, then we might do a larger bag, which would be able to accommodate everything and or more tools besides just MIP tools that are in the bag.
And you get a lot in that bag though. That's the bag that I had. Like I fit this driver in there.
Yep.
And then all kinds of pliers and stuff with it too. So I mean that bag's a little bit bigger than what you think. That it's hard to when you're looking at that picture on the website to what it really holds.
Yeah, because we don't have it set up with other things in it. We just have it set up with our products in there. And so we might end up doing something again later. I mean, we have a really, really good staff and a really good team at MIP and in engineering and design and in manufacturing, quality control, packaging, and shipping. We just have a great team, but we all work together on what we do so we can make sure we can do a good service for everybody.
Let me see here. This is the one that you guys are talking about here at the moment, right? This one, Joe? Eustace? This the large one?
Yep, that's the large one.
Yep, that's what I had. And I'm telling you, you could fit, especially if you got more of the bits than you have the handles. If you put all your handles and all your bits on the left side, and then on that right side, you can put all shock pliers and all kinds, whatever. Yeah. And even like this small driver.
Yeah, that's how my bag is set up.
It fits right in there, just like that.
Yeah, because when I go out to events now, I have to try to have everything, but not have too many things. So
yes,
yeah, I just load it up with all the stuff I need, usually for that event. So I may not have all the tools. Like the event this weekend is the monster truck event. So that one, like I won't have the micro tools there because they won't be running the micros. I just have the 10 scale tools.
It's perfect here. Let me see here real quick. Dwayne says, thank you, Eustace, for answering that question. Appreciated it very much there on that. Let me try to see here real quick. I know I had another question here from our guys talking about the company as you guys been for many years open. He's talking how many employees the company has. Is something that you can answer.
There are 10 of us in the company currently.
Awesome.
And it's been that way for the last year. The most employees that have the most people that have been in the company was like maybe like 30, but that would have been back in the late 80s, early 90s, before we had the level of automation that we have now for manufacturing. So it took a lot more people to a lot more tooling to do what we do. So as we improve and start moving into more, current technologies and better processes, it required less people. And also, we used to have almost 600 SKUs. I mean, now we're down to maybe 125 SKUs. So we used to produce a lot more variation of product for all, because the market was different, the industry was different back then. Now it's a little bit different. Though I mean, the way that it is now for us doesn't lend itself to having as wide a line. Yeah, because some things are just not. Some things are popular, some things are less popular, don't have as much of a following, and the price variation between different cars and kits and manufacturers, it's just all over the place. So we're just really trying to be very strategic with how we're doing it and what we're doing, so we can keep functioning and working as a company.
So you guys ship all over the world, Eustace?
Yeah. From our website, you can purchase, and we ship things, just overseas. We also have overseas distributors and dealers. So that order online or that order directly from us and we ship to. So it's we're represented I mean, just about everywhere that RC is done.
That's awesome. Awesome here.
Pretty cool.
And when you guys plan to like, you mentioned that you guys are working, or new product stuff to that are coming, down the line, or products that you are planning or already did. How long does it take wise on that? How many hours the average of, bringing that new product to the market?
It's really interesting because in the old days, it seemed like we were doing, a couple of products a week or maybe 2 or 3 a week. Now we do maybe a couple per quarter, or maybe, 4 to maybe 6 per year. We just do things differently now. And also the products need to have some degree of longevity to justify, to warrant the amount of time we spent on, development and tooling and, just bringing the product to market. So, it's a little bit different from where it was then, but it varies. I think, like this 410 project, like I said, that one's been a year. When we transitioned from Gen 1 to Gen 2, that whole, just the transition, getting everything, tooled and made, development all done, took us a couple of years. So.
And especially like we mentioned earlier, you mentioned it before, you guys take pride on the quality of everything you guys make, right? And tools or whatever it is. So,
Yeah, we do for sure. And again, it's when we make a commitment to do something and we've tooled up to do it, the objective is to sell through a certain amount of, product over as short a period as possible to recoup, our investment back. And, sometimes that happens very quickly and sometimes it doesn't, so it just varies. But, we've learned how to operate.
Yeah.
And I think we have a good company. We have good benefits and medical and 401k and all that. So
Awesome.
hopefully good range of salaries and wages for everybody, where it's worth it. It's of value to everyone, both inside as well as the customers on the outside for what we're doing.
Amen to that, brother. Yeah, I'm here on the Instagram showing this event here. I don't know, were you present at this event here? This is Happy Monday Midnight Crew. Okay, this is some of the vintage stuff here,
That was the one
buggies.
in Vegas.
Nice. How was that event? Oh yeah, right here,
Yeah,
vintage.
yeah. That was amazing. And that's my car right there.
Which one is
The
it?
one with the MIP on it, the yellow and white
MIP,
and
I
black.
see it.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
it.
yes.
It's my ride.
Awesome.
Hey, car. You're
Awesome.
famous.
How was
Yeah,
that weekend there, man? How was
man, it
it?
was so much fun. And man, I ran into people I hadn't seen in decades,
Awesome,
and
man.
it was amazing. It was a really, really, just a really positive thing for the company. And Brandon came out. He's our engineer, and he's helping me run the company now. And it was just really good. I mean, it was just fun. My wife was with me there, so we were hanging out for 3 or 4 days. And it's a humbling feeling to have been doing something for so long and to still have people that are interested in what we're doing and to still be able to do things to put smiles on people's faces.
That's- Talking about smiles, I gotta show this one real quick. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Who is this? Who is this young man right here?
Oh, goodness. That's me. And it said it's real at the very bottom. It's real tiny, but the date is on there at the very bottom. I think
Oh,
is it
man,
80 something? You can
I
scroll to
cannot.
you count them if you get
No,
to
I
the very
cannot
bottom.
see it. No, I cannot
Yeah.
see it. It's just a picture
Yeah,
of it
that's
here, man.
me when I was probably maybe 30.
Ah, that's
I think I
awesome,
still have that tie.
man.
I know I still have the watch, even though I don't wear
That's
watches anymore. Yeah, that was
that's
cool.
awesome. That's awesome, man. That
Yeah,
is awesome, awesome.
that was our first national ad to really represent the company and the products that we were doing. And that was exciting, especially back then. Yeah, it
Yes,
was
yes.
exciting. Yeah.
Let me see here. I know we had an honor, we had the honor to hang, like always, hanging out with you, brother, and your guys there at all the events. So this was at Problem by the Fire
Oh
this
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
You guys were right next to us,
Yep.
right?
That was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, awesome. It was a beautiful location. Weather was nice, man.
Yeah,
And like I
it held
mentioned,
up. It
yeah,
wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. It was just
it,
right.
it was just right. And like I always mention it, when Eustace gets there, opens up the booth, it's nonstop for them. Nonstop for
Yeah,
them
it's
all
exhausting,
day.
but it's fun. And again, it's
Oh,
just it's some people just wait, I guess, the whole year until we, go to events like that. But the other thing too is just seeing people I haven't seen in years, and they're still involved with the sports, or now there's them and their kids, or
yeah.
maybe them, their kids, and their kids' kids. So it's really cool. Yeah.
Um, Dennis was asking, do you offer a lifetime warranty?
No, we've been asked that for years, and it's something that's been thought about, but it's impossible to do for the size and type of company that we are. I mean, there are a lot of ways to do it where you can get a replacement, but you have to pay for this or pay for that. But rather than make it complicated, we just basically don't offer that. But we do work with people. Of course, if there's something that it's on our side as far as what we didn't do right, of course we replace things. And we just try to work with people as best we can to make sure that we're supporting the customers and our brand, as well as we can.
Mm-hmm. And usually I haven't broken anything. You know, it just it's hard to do. It could happen, but
Yeah,
it's
it can
hard. It's
happen.
hard to
Yeah,
do.
things do happen, but
Yeah.
most
But
people,
if you get
and when they do have a problem with one tool, that's usually it happens at one time and that's it. Then they know what to do
yeah,
after that.
yeah, yeah.
So we
And,
recognize that, and so we try to work with people, in certain situations and circumstances to, kind of make sure that they're happy and satisfied with who and what we are and what we do.
yeah. And you when you guys go to any event and you guys see Eustace and any of the MIP guys, I mean they're very approachable. You know, they will take the time and they talk to you and go and whatnot, you know, and trying to fix any issues that you guys may have. So we always grateful of the MIT team and Eustace, you know, so
Yeah. Well, we believe, and I've always said this, the only reason why we open up the doors is for you, period. So
yeah,
what we do, this is what our focus is. This is, what we built this company and why everyone comes to work so that we can, supply and provide the products that we design and create for the people that want them. So, we make sure that we understand that, respect the customers, and just do our best. And so far, so good. And we listen. If someone is
yes,
unhappy with something, we want to know why they're unhappy. What did we not do
yeah.
wrong? What we could have done better? Maybe they did
Mhm.
something, and what could they have done better? How can we help them? So it's a relationship. You know, so yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff here. I know we mentioned we talk about events. Any events that you are guys looking for next year to be in? One of these events you guys never been that you
Um,
guys are planning in the future to go?
no, not really. I mean, it's really interesting because although there's a lot of calendars out there for different events, it seems like we find out, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month at the most before there's an event. And there's okay, we want to go to that one. Let's go to that one. So it's always last minute. I don't think we've ever had, even though we work with Matt, with uh, Mod Live Media. Even though we work with him, we still don't know what's going on. But we're just so busy and so focused, at the factory,
Yes.
just getting things done that, we don't often, open up our door and stick our heads out to see, hey, is the sun still out? What's going on? Yeah, but we try to make as many events as possible and for crawler, for 10 scale, for fifth scale. Matt does for fifth scale, but for 10
Yeah.
scale and for crawling and like for drag, I think I have a drag event to go to in February.
Okay,
Try to
nice.
get to those. And I think there's one big one that they have once. I think it's the beginning of next year in
Hmm.
Nevada, and that's going to be wild. It always is. I mean, man, it's
The $10,000 or
it's just
$20,000 race.
yeah, it's just unbelievable what these guys are doing with these cars. It just seems impossible. I mean, I understand the physics of it and that it can work, it does work, but to see it is just like wow, okay. It's different than what it looks like on paper. So yeah, it's exciting.
One of our guys says Houston, he met you at BTC and you were very helpful and welcoming.
What was BTC? What is that number?
That's Beat the Creek. That is one in
Yeah, you
Kentucky.
know what? I was hoping to go back there again, but they had it that one year, and I think they may have had it this year, but it got rained out.
Well, our guys are here to tell you what happened. I couldn't make it this year, but our guys, we got two,
There's a little bit
Josh
of
and
rain.
Joe.
It didn't get rained out, man. You just got to put your boots on.
Yeah, well, if I would have gone and it would have rained, that would have been devastating. But at the same time, the first one it was just amazing. There were so many people, and the property is just so man. I mean,
Yeah,
you need
massive.
a
Yeah,
full size Jeep just to get around there.
yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
wild. Yeah,
It's a nice event. It's getting bigger and bigger every year.
yeah.
So good people there. Eustace, right
Maybe
here.
next
This
year.
is
Maybe next year I'll be. Actually, yeah, maybe next year's next year. No, we're still at 45. Maybe next year I'll be able to make it.
that will be nice. That is a May. It's a May. The first
That
or
looks pretty
second week
cool.
of May.
That's the factory.
This is the factory right here.
Yep.
Nice.
That looks like
Some of
that's our grinding area, and then the production area. Yep, that's kind of neat.
awesome.
Where did you find that? Is that on our
Uh,
website?
Instagram.
No, Instagram. Oh, everything's in
It's,
Instagram. Yeah.
yes, Instagram. So it says a lot of people don't believe that MIP is 100% manufactured in the USA.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a modern, high-tech, lights out manufacturing facility for what we do. We have the technicians, the people to do what we do, and it's what we focus on. I mean, there are probably there's a couple of hardware things that we have to buy from overseas just because you can't get them in the States anymore.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything is done either all of our suppliers are here or all the manufacturing is here. So, we really focus on that, and we have no desire to offshore anything that we do. We enjoy making it. We enjoy doing it. Yeah.
Raph, welcome, guys. Welcome, Raph, Tommy. Welcome. Appreciate you, Dustin. Welcome. If we miss anybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on this Monday. Here we have Eustace from MIP.
Hey.
Special guest. Here's another question. Go ahead, Joe.
Question. So
Go ahead,
what's
brother.
the real difference between the regular bits and the speed bits?
The speeds they're exactly the same bits. They're just designed for the power screwdrivers. That's all. Just with the 1/4-inch drivers. That's all. But as far as the tip, the insert, it's basically we can't take that design and put it in a handle. Well, we do have the speed handle, but we don't have the exact same thing in the handle. We have a variation that's pressed into the handles, and then we have the variation that's the speed style for the 1/4-inch drivers. But the actual bit themselves, they're the
Okay.
same. Yeah.
All right. So like your 1/16 hex driver is like 9201, which would be the bit and the handle, and then
Yep.
the 9201S is just the bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I think there was maybe 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, after another long 15-year project, we did the speed handle. So it has that quick change handle. And
Gotcha.
that actually is really cool. I mean, we spent a lot of time. Well, maybe that might be one of my favorites. We spent a lot of time developing that to get the feel and the fit where it has
I
very
like
little
the lock on it.
backlash.
The lock was kind of the opposite of what everybody does, where you
Yeah,
have
so you can
to
just pull it.
squeeze it to pull it.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Instead of
Yeah.
pulling out.
Yep. Yeah, we had so much fun doing that. And again, we literally drew it up like in the what is it, the mid like 2010 or something like that. Yeah, we said, oh, we're gonna do this. We've done a lot of projects like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and we just don't get to it right away, or it's not the right time. But when we do something, we're all in.
So here's another one from one of our guys here. Dustin says, I wasted probably twice what MIP cost over the years on drivers. Finally made the decision several years ago to get an MIP and kick myself for not doing it sooner. Absolutely fantastic
Yeah.
tools.
It's at some time from an affordability standpoint, it does make sense to buy the other brands or whatever. But when you make the commitment that you're going to stay in the sport and that you're going to be involved, then you do want to get good tools. It makes your life a lot easier. Yeah, especially if you spend a lot of time wrenching, like I think most of us do. I mean, I'm even like when I'm at an event, I probably let me think. When I'm at the event, I don't do as much wrenching at the event because I try to make sure I have time to work with everybody.
Mhm.
But like when I go home and when I'm building, I like to get it right the first time, and hopefully it stays together if I don't crash or destroy it on the racetrack. But yeah, you just want to, it's just nice to have the right tools to do the job. Like I said, and what we do is for RC. people do use them in other industries now, and we do sell specifically to other industries, but primarily, it's RC.
Says Tommy says, love the speed bits and the quick handle. I need to get a set of the individual drivers for the workbench there. There. Oh, there's another question from one of our guys from Canada. Eustace, do you guys ship direct to Canada distributors such as high performance distributors, or is it third party for cross borders?
So High Performance is our distributor for Canada, and they supply most of the Canadian market. Some people do buy our products online from our website and ship to Canada, but it's very expensive. So it just depends on, I guess, someone has to make that a decision. Do I want to spend that much for shipping? Otherwise, it makes more sense to go with High Performance or the stores that they supply. There's some Canadian stores that also buy from some of the other U.S. distributors, and have our products in their stores. And but I don't think we have any stores anymore that we supply direct to in Canada. Yeah.
So our Rack Parts family says wrenching with MIP tools as they're watching the show here. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
I found out last week, Dustin, it said I like them, right? Dustin, he used those tools with the bamboo printers. So I guess that's the screw bamboo printers or something. The screws, that's why they come. They had hex drivers.
Yep.
So they use the MIP tools on that there.
Yep, a lot of guys on the robotics, on 3D printers. A lot of the robotics and the drones, and a lot of it has crossover into other industries like medical on some of their devices and things that they do that are robotic now. And so it's a lot of things have very small and specialized screws. And when you're building these instruments and things like that, they can't afford to get to have problems, so they end up finding us eventually. And I think we've hopefully made a lot of them very happy with the results that they're getting in performance with our tools. Some of our drives are used, the X2D drives are used in some robotic applications also.
This here and another of our guys there, he used MIP at home with the RC, and they also use MIP tools at his job as well.
Yeah, we've got a couple of companies that buy for their employees, I guess, to use on the production line. And then we have some people, of course, that are employees that are in the RC that use their tools at work too. Yeah, which is really cool. So it's again, when I go to events, I talk to people. It's just really cool. Guys in the gun industry, for the airsoft or for actually regular weaponry, use our tools, especially for the scopes and different things like that with the small screws on them and metric screws. It's just pretty cool where we've ended up, over the years. And but we're just focused on doing our thing.
That's awesome here. Let me see here. So our guy from Canada is asking how often, if you know that, how often do you guys ship to the HPD?
High performance orders maybe once or twice a month. And just between you and I, they don't know this yet, but we are going to be working with a new sales program for them that we've developed that hopefully will make it easier for them to purchase and more affordable for their Canadian customer base. But you didn't hear that from me.
You heard that, Dwayne?
Yeah, and they haven't got the letter or the communication yet over there, but that's what the plan is. We want to improve the relationship, and after getting all the data that we've been accumulating these last few years, it's helping us to see things in a different light that I think will have something that's going to really hopefully make them happy and allow them to have more product and to more frequent orders and better pricing and all that. So we're getting there.
Awesome. Also, that's why he's saying that usually they run low on stock.
Yeah,
on the stock amount.
The Canadian, I don't know what the exchange rate is, or what the duties are, because I know that even before the tariff thing that we're experiencing now, it's always been expensive or very costly for Canada to purchase from the United States. I don't know if it's expensive for us to purchase from them, but I know for them to purchase from us, because our products are, yeah, they're way more over there than they are anywhere in the world. And we've tried to make adjustments for that with discounts, but we haven't hit the mark yet, but I think we're getting close now. So hopefully,
Awesome,
like I say, I'll
awesome.
talk to them within the next week or so, and hopefully we'll have
So
something that's going to be better.
awesome. So our Canadian guy saying thank you, Eustace. They need the help on their stock levels for sure. So that's awesome.
Cool.
Wel welcome, Sean. Let me see. I hope there was another question here, right? We have about 10, 15 minutes here to our show. So one of our questions here is this: if you had to pick a single RC technology innovation, what would it be? For example, motor, ESC, battery, radio, no more crystals, laughing out loud.
Oh man, this is not fair. That's not, because I'll tell you, between the between everybody basically being able to have their own frequency, that changed things dramatically. And then the brushless technology and the lipos have just, I mean, they make RC easy and fun, and yeah, I mean, good. And the charger technology is just amazing. So I'd say just definitely the electronics. That covers it all. Yeah, definitely the electronics. More than any of the mechanical stuff, it's the electronics, because
Electronics.
it's made it where things are possible. Yeah.
It's just crazy, crazy, crazy here. I know, Bill, welcome, appreciate you. Brother Tommy, I know he answered this question before, but we can answer it again for you, Tommy. A new tool in development for the RC. I know he mentioned that there's some tools they're on the works, some stuff on the works, right? Right,
So
Eustace?
we haven't done some of the larger nut drivers, 10 mil, 17 mil, and whether they're going to be regular handle style, a bigger handle, or T handle. We've been talking about that for years. That's some of what we want to do. There's some other handle style tools. A lot of guys have been asking us for the Phillips screwdrivers and the blade screwdriver. The material that we use for making our hex drivers will not work for a Phillips or a blade driver. It would be too brittle for that application, for something like that. The material that we're using for our nut drivers, of course, would work pretty good. So there's something that's in the middle between the two of them. We just haven't developed the line yet, because when we do something, we develop it. We just don't just do it. We have to figure out the right material, the right process, and make sure that we're going to really come up with something that's going to be better and worth it for people. Otherwise, we don't go there.
Yeah. Here is one of our.
We spent a lot on development. I mean, there are plenty of things that we make and develop. I'm sorry, things that we
Mm.
create that we never market, but we're often working on new things. Yeah.
One of our veterans says here, I still have my old Panda charger for 91.
Oh goodness, is it safe?
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome stuff here. Guys, here on the chat and on the panel, any more questions that we have? I know it's been a long day for Eustace. Any more questions here for you guys may have for Eustace, guys, before we start saying our goodbyes? Feel free, guys. Here,
He's pretty
I know,
thorough, and it's hard
I
to
know you,
question his tools. Been using them for
right?
years.
Well,
It's
we
crazy.
can always do better. I mean, we're always working on stuff. Yeah, that's what we do.
Hard to make a list. There's so many things. It's like you can't just check them all.
Yeah, I like the new labeling, right? The new labeling on the V2. I got the V2s outside, but from what they were, right, with the sticker,
Yeah.
okay. And then
You
I went,
know,
I found this somewhere. Oh
from
my
a
God, I could buy
technology
this.
from a
Mhm.
technology standpoint, when we did those wraps, we were like, I mean, the development process that we went through that, were like, okay, we needed to figure out. Well, they have those really cool, I guess, decals that they use for license plates. That
Yes.
they're like bulletproof, man. Those things last. We couldn't find that exact material, but we spent months trying to find it because that has like an additional laminate on the outside of it, so that it really protects what's on the inside. And the adhesive that they use is, it's just, I mean, it's perfect. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
perfect, but we couldn't find it. So we found as close as we could to it, and then we had the extra jimmy to go on the outside to protect it. But we
Yeah, that
liked the
like,
design because it was bold, it was easy to read, and it had different
yeah,
colors.
yeah.
So
I like it. I like it. Still, they're still good to go. I had this
yeah,
for many years
yeah. And
now.
we're gonna have the replacement wraps and the jimmies for them for many years to come. So if people ever need to rebuild, the original style tools, they will be able to.
And then they come with this ones out too. That this is the
Yeah,
other
there was,
ones.
I think it was Exotech that did the color
Yeah,
bands. Yeah,
yeah.
I think they have
You
the
got
size on
different,
them also.
yeah,
Yeah,
colors and sizing.
yeah, those are
So
neat.
you
I
got,
like those.
yeah, 2.5 and the 2.0. I got different colors inside, for each size as well. But yeah, the Gen 2, I got them outside and those stuff. So there, let me see here. Oh, I know he mentioned something, Ralph, Eustace, any in-person events left for the year for MIP? I know you mentioned something for
We
next.
have the event in Manatee this weekend. I'll be there for that, and then we have in 2 weeks we have the one at Cougars. Is it
Sugar Buttes, crawlers and
Buttes?
coffee.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was cigar or something when I just tried to
Yeah,
do it in my head. But yeah, that we have some. The one at Cougars Butte. That one is in 2 weeks. But I'm only
yeah.
going to be there for one day. I'm going to try to make it for all 3 days, but it's just real difficult right now, the
Yeah.
holidays and all.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, definitely. Definitely. That's a good
get
event.
out there
That's
for
the
a day and see what's going on, and hopefully it won't be too cold. And there might
that's
be
the
one more. I think there might be one more event just before Christmas for Toys for Tots.
Oh,
There was
nice.
one of the guys that I was talking to, but I haven't heard from him yet. But like I said, a lot of the events that we go to, we find out a week or two, or maybe a little more before the event. And we're pretty flexible. It's we have the setup that we have is very easy to set up, and it's very mobile to get around.
Yes.
And as long as it's within a couple hours drive, that's not a big deal.
Awesome.
Initially,
Awesome.
we're
Always.
going to do more like mid in the middle part of the country and back east, but once it warms up, yeah,
Definitely,
I'm
definitely.
not I'm not going to Chicago this time of year. No.
Heck no. Heck no. Heck no.
Yeah, all my relatives, hello back there, hello, but I'm not coming.
I don't blame you, brother.
Yeah, see the
So
see the sunshine back there? That's what I have
yeah.
to ask.
That's awesome, man. Good stuff here, guys. I guess that's it. We're gonna start saying our goodbyes here. Chat on the panel. I know next week we have multiple Monday, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Real quick here. Let me see here. Just for info, you said MIP essential kits and cat. Okay, okay. Oh, the kit. Okay, just for info, Eustace, the MIP Essential Kit in Canada sells for 454.99 Canadian.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch. I don't know what that
yeah,
converts to, but it just sounds like it's a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But we're
That's
gonna
our
we're gonna do our
Canadian.
best so we can, we have been selling into Canada for decades, and it's always been difficult, but we're always trying to find a better way to do it. We can't get around the tariff, we can't get around the duties, but we can work with some other ideas that we have to hopefully, help out. Because it's better
Yeah,
if things are there than having to come from here to there for each individual person. Because like I
yeah,
said, shipping is just, oh my goodness, it's
unbelievable.
yeah, it's a lot.
So, well, guys. So, Josh, go ahead, brother. Start saying our goodbyes.
Appreciate you coming in. incredible tools you've made. I've used them for years. Like many people said, I bought a couple other sets and then I bought MIP and I never looked back.
Thank you.
Um, I love the ball diff in my Blackfoot. Like
Oh, yeah.
I have a 13.5 turn motor in that Blackfoot. When I was out ripping in the sand dunes, and the ball diff worked perfect. I was like,
It is the best diff we've ever done. It has everything in it that we've worked with differentials over the last, like, literally 30, 40 years. And we nailed it. We got everything we wanted, the way we wanted it, the materials, the right spring setup, everything is just perfect. It's one of my favorites.
yeah,
I don't think
it's
we've had
incredible.
one of them come back all these years. I think we've been selling those for 10 years.
So appreciate you coming in. Everyone in the chat, thanks for coming by and supporting us as always. We wouldn't be able to do this without you.
Amen, guy. Well said. A Canadian guy says that $324 US, 324 US dollars.
Yeah.
What he was mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Joe, go ahead, brother.
Same with kind of like what Josh was saying, man. You can't. There's nothing. I mean, once you try some of the Chinese stuff, and there's nothing like stripping a scrub pin in a drive line, and you have to use all means possible to get it out because of a cheap bit that just makes you say some words that I can't say in this chat. So moving
I know.
to MIP tools and to be able to save, because I technician for 28 years.
Wow.
My hands, sometimes I get a little bit carried away when I tighten things because I think I'm still working on a big truck. So yes, I am a faulter of my own problems as far as over torquing. But the bits take a beating.
Yeah.
I've got the V1s that I've had for 3 or 4 years now. It's hard to imagine how many screws that they've had on, and you can't always get on them square. So there's you're doing some things on a hurry, on the angles. You don't have the bow in, but you made it a bow in.
Oh man, yeah, I
It
get
wears
it.
them out. It does. I mean, nothing's perfect. So, but I love it. No questions asked.
Well,
So,
thank you. Appreciate it.
it's good to see where you guys come from. I mean, I've got an original honcho. No, a second honcho. The second
10-2.
body of
10-2 honcho.
Yeah, 10-2 honcho that I've had your guys' axles in it for 2 years, 3 years now, and other than some occasional oil, I mean, those things they've been packed in mud just so bad that they're shiny.
Yeah.
The CVDs
Wow.
are shiny on the inside, but
Yeah, I
a
get you.
couple dabs of oil, man, they're good to go. So
Yeah.
I mean, just unbelievable products. So
Thank you.
good to be able to meet and talk with the guy that designed everything. So
Well, it's
hopefully,
not just me. It's our entire team. Brendan and Rico and Yolanda and Carmen and Gustavo and Aaron and let's see, Conrado and Aiden and let's see, it might be. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. But just I think it's everybody. I think it's everybody. It's what we do, and we're obsessive about it, and we really, 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 enjoy it, and we appreciate, the feedback that we get, because it helps us just continue to do better, and it gives us the drive to hang in there.
oh yeah,
But I
worth every
appreciate
penny.
this
Worth every penny.
opportunity to be part of, what you guys are doing, and to make a difference, for our veterans, and hopefully, make their lives a little better, because they've done way more for us than I can ever imagine.
Well, maybe that even adds hand to hand and frustration doing the maintenance sometimes. I mean, if you know that you're going to have to do a job that is just not a fun job to do, but if you've got the right tool to help make that job easier, it is worth every single penny. I don't care
Yes.
what you got, but and that's the biggest thing that I've learned in the 28 years of what I've did. If that tool costs $300, there's a reason why that tool costs $300, because it's going to work damn good and makes that job simpler, and it adds so much more convenience. You might as well just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yep, I hear you.
When I did, especially when I first started learning the hobby, I know at the time I couldn't, but I start every month. I purchase one tool. Let me get a 1.5. Let me get a two the next month, and until I got a whole set on whatnot. So sometimes you got to do, and like Joe says, the headaches are, less headaches with the right tools, man. So, Sean, welcoming my brother. He was saying for the 114 construction stuff, the MIP stuff rocks. I went through so many other bits, but the MIP kept on going on that.
Right on. Thank you.
So no quarters RC. That's Christian. Welcoming my brother. Good to see you, brother. Said one of our other veterans says, thank you so much for spending your time with us, Eustace. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine for sure. And just let me know when you need to do this again or whatever you need, Javier. Just let me know and we'll make it happen or do the best we can
Yes.
to get there for sure.
Definitely, brother. James, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Eustace, for your time and just talking about MIP and the backgrounds and stuff like that. I don't own any of them yet. I've used them. I have a couple buddies that have them that when I start stripping it, I just walk over there and grab theirs. So,
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
so now I'll be getting a set. Probably I've already purchased too many Christmas presents for myself, so I don't have to wait. But
When
it's
you're
on the
ready,
list.
we'll be there.
Oh yeah. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out and watching and supporting. Definitely can't do this without you guys. So
And now with that note, James, I know let any of our families here, our family from the RC community, of our veterans here, local, right? We're gonna be in O11C. We're gonna be here and this Christmas parade in the city of Sanford this year. This is our second year. December 13th. We're gonna be part of this Christmas parade, guys. So
That's cool.
So can't wait for that. Thank you,
Do they
James.
use clouds because there's no snow down there?
Well, we I think we use the dawn and water.
Dawn. Stop it.
We use
Well,
dawn and water.
I think we'll get a little bit more attention this year as I don't know if you guys saw, but Primal RC was in the Macy's parade with the
Nice.
world's smallest float
Wow, that's cool.
in the parade. So
I didn't see that.
yeah. So I think having that news and them being on main screen is gonna help us this year too. So everybody enjoyed it last year.
Yes, yeah. Oh, we had an amazing time. And then we end up at the pizza place that Josh and Joe were supposed to go at, so that we're gonna do the same thing, guys. I'll
Don't
send
worry,
you
we'll send
behind it.
pictures.
We'll send you pictures. Real quick, guys. It's holidays. Check your battle buddies. Check your battle buddies. Holidays is hard for our military family and whatnot. So always checking your battle buddies and first responders as well, guys. And so I think that's it, guys. Thank you. Well, Eustace, I forgot. So you could say your goodbyes, brother, before we and stay here after we end the live real quick so we can say proper goodbye.
Again, I
So
just want to say thank you for, allowing me and allowing MIP to be part of what you're doing. And we're here for you when you need us. Just let me know. And it's been a pleasure, man. I mean, it really has. It means a lot to me to be able to do something, especially for our military. But this is, for me, it's I have a lot of family members, and of course, a lot of them have already passed that were involved in the military, and just growing up with all that and seeing it, and my dad, he was a veteran, and even his last years at the VA and everything, and yeah, it has a special place in my heart.
So you guys are always part of what we do, Eustace, like always. So we got to get you one of these classes, one of these days, one of these years, come here to the East Coast, and so you can come and talk to those veterans on those. You're gonna really gonna enjoy those classes, because I know you like to talk to the veterans and help them out while they do this. But I think that you're really gonna enjoy those classes as well. So, but you guys are part of what we do. We cannot thank you guys enough. Nice, just huge to all our sponsors. You guys help tremendously our cause, right? That is 24/7, right? Our guys are boots on the ground, so always helping with our guys, bringing awareness of PTSD and veteran suicide. So, and that's our main goal,
Yeah.
a support system for our veterans and family members and our first responders as well. So, thank you guys. And next Monday with multiple Monday, just come and hang out with us. We're gonna be here working on Rex here, do some stuff, just hang out with us. Also, guys, don't forget the CowRC raffle is live. Check that out. And I think that's it, guys. That's it, right? Did we forget to mention anything? Nope.
No, I think
Awesome, guys. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for your support. We cannot stress it enough. Thank you, guys. Peace. Next week.
Good night.